And here we go. Right on. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Build It with Chris. Look at these happy, friendly faces. Joe's ready to go. He's got that mug full of coffee today. Right on, right on. Thanks for the heads up. You do need a paid Chat GPT account in order to build your custom GPT. So now we know. Now we know. I've been stuck in the paid version for way too long. Right on. We got my man Jim here. Good to see you, Jim. Got your email. That's awesome.
Just always asking for a little bit, but yeah, you motivated me this morning on Loan Officer Breakfast Club.
That is amazing. And I love the domain name you got. Like that is absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
that should
So
work well.
What'd
Jim's
you get,
already
Jim?
Hey,
What'd you
how are
get,
you?
Jim? What's your URL?
So the one I got was I got several of them. So now that you asked me that, what I have bank refi calculator, I believe it was.
Cool.
yeah. And boy, I tell you, refinance calculator. What a keyword. Woo-wee. Did you know that mortgage calculator is the number one most searched phrase on Google for mortgages? Like out of all search phrases for everything, for every niche, mortgage calculator is the number one keyword, gets the most amount of traffic. But
I have actually had two. It was bank refinance calculator and calculate my refinance.com. So I'll hit them
oh,
in both barrels.
that's amazing. That is absolutely awesome. Well, we'll dive in on some lead generation pages today after we work through the actual tool. As we get people going here, Autumn, good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. My man Chad, Brian, Matthew, Scott, fantastic. Now, before we get into it, because people tend to roll in after a couple of minutes, I'm going to add some special value for everybody that shows up on time and early, and you get it for showing up on time. So, what I want everybody to do is to go to Google and do a Google search for your specific type of mortgage uh, business in your area. So if you're a mortgage lender, search mortgage lender area name. If you're a mortgage broker, search mortgage broker area name. And I'm just interested,
Can we
like,
do it in an incognito mode or no?
yes, yeah. In on, if I mean, it doesn't really matter. But incognito mode will give you a true picture of what it is. And if you're driving, don't worry about it. Totally cool. Um, but can I rant for just like 2 or 3 minutes? Is that okay? All right. So we like 80% of most mortgage businesses comes from calling your past customer database and realtor referrals. Like that's just statistically where the business comes from. The consumer direct shift to AI and search is happening so unbelievably fast. It's like we have a stool with two legs on it. And I don't know if y'all have ever tried to sit on a stool with two legs. Doesn't normally work out so well. You need three legs on the stool, right? Consumer direct through Google and artificial intelligence is the third leg of the stool. And if you're not actively spending an hour a week on your online brand, today is the day. Today is the day that we make a decision that we're going to just do a little bit on our brand every single week so that AI can recommend us in the future. Because we've got a client, we have many. So we're ranked now on Tampa mortgage broker and lender. We just hit Seattle, Washington. We're Vancouver, Canada, the most competitive search market in the country. We have two out of the top 3 spots on the front page of Google are our clients that are ranked. And from the feedback that we're getting from these clients is that when they get a phone call from somebody that calls in on either Google or AI, that the funding ratio on those leads is between 17 and 22%, right? Like the low number that I get is 17. The highest number that I've got of like, hey, I get those calls and I fund them is 22%. So it's between 17 and 22% of those leads fund. No paid ads. This is earned, ranked media on the front page of Google. So I believe that each of you here on this call has an opportunity with this refinance rate thing. Like Owen Lee is forecasting that there's going to be 4 or 5 more rate decreases over the next year. Is that right? Like, what does your business look like when 40% of the loans go through a refinance and you're the mortgage lender that ChatGPT is recommending to consumers who go to ChatGPT and say, who should I be dealing with for a refinance in my market? Like, that's just like the most logical, obvious money that exists in the market. And that's going to happen. Somebody's going to get that business. I would prefer it to be you, right? And so before we get into the AI and the refinance calculator and the whole thing, I just want to put this lens around it that even though today we're talking about refinances, insert in VA loans, fix and flip, reverse, every single niche market that exists out there is an opportunity for you to build authority with AI, use it to create your content, put it on your website, but teach AI that you're the expert by having conversations with it once a week about that specific topic and earn the referral from ChatGPT in the future. Every single person on this call should take an hour on Fridays, set up a ChatGPT task, go out and do all the market research on all the news that's happened this week on insert in loan that you want to rank on. So give me all the news that happened this week on refinances in America and deliver me that information. Every Friday morning, you're going to get that research from ChatGPT in that task, and then you take it and you say, okay, great, turn that into a blog post for my website. Then you turn on voice mode, say, hey, here's what you got right. Here's what this means. This is wrong. This is the information that you need. Teach the AI about the research that it's done for you. Then after you've educated it, then you tell it, rewrite me this blog post. Take the blog post. It's perfect because you've educated AI on it. Take that, post it on your website. Then you got a blog. And today I'm going to show you how to build a website inside the Loan Officer CRM. That's a blog. That's all it is. It's like you take it from ChatGPT, take it in the CRM, paste it, publish it. Like, if you do just that, you're going to crush your competition. No, because nobody's doing this, especially most people that lean on corporate to do it for them. It's just not happening, especially not at this level. And so once you've got that content created and it's on your blog, on your website, you go back to the same conversation inside ChatGPT and just fire away. Now write me like, here's the blog post that I just created. Create me a Facebook post to promote this on Facebook. Create me an X post. And it just name the social media network. It'll punch out a post specific to that network with all the hashtags you need and everything. There's your social media content for the week, right? All promoting the content that you created using artificial intelligence and building authority on your website. If you do just that, you can build a lot of authority in a really short period of time for all these different loan types.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
You just said a lot in that little section right there.
I know.
You have kind of like a guideline that we could look at, like a page guideline. We can go to your site somewhere where he says, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, because I couldn't even write it down that fast. So if there's a way to kind of look and say, okay, let's work on doing this. Do you have a guideline that we can follow?
So what we're going to do, and there's a plan that was done by design because our Fathom note taker is here.
We
Okay.
need to build it with Chris in our own little pocket.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get the transcription from this call, have it itemize out that list, and then we're going to publish it as a blog on our website. It's like, you want to build authority with artificial intelligence, here's how to do it. And it'll be those steps, step by step. So give the team till next week, and then we'll send that out. We'll post it inside the Facebook group, and then we'll send an email on it of just like, hey, here's the steps from Build It with Chris on Friday.
Got it.
Francis, that's our email content for Sachin for Monday, please. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So really quickly in the comments here, we got Michael Harris at number 5. So dude, you're close. You're close. Get those 5-star ratings and reviews. Content, you got it. Chad, my man, number 2. So you're number 2 in the market. You did the incognito search. Are you getting phone calls?
I've actually closed one deal with that somebody that found me on Google. I've gotten 2 other deals that have not closed. One is done. It's not going to close. I think he ended up going somewhere else. One is a definite maybe.
That's the mortgage business, isn't
Right.
it? That right there is a definite maybe. That's awesome. Okay, cool. But it's turning into business for you. And that's a reasonably new ranking for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I mean, it's taken, I mean, I'm following everything you're doing. You're telling us for the last year or whatever, and it's taken time. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, it only takes a couple of deals to
Yep.
get that investment of time back, and then it just keeps going.
Right.
What I would like for you to see you do on your content and your stack is get on the website an actual page that's like /refinance.
Okay.
And refinance specific content on the site to start building the authority, because we want you ranking on those refinance keywords as well.
Okay. And then you I think you had mentioned like other cities around me. Should we have specific pages for them so we can rank higher in those other cities around me too?
So it's not so much about ranking in the cities around you as it is building authority in the main place that you're at, because you get more, like it sees you as more of an authority expert because of all those location pages, and you will pop up in some of those marketplaces, but that's more about your local authority.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome. Right on. My man, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. So you mentioned websites and blogs, and my question is, if I'm one of a couple thousand loan officers where the corporate really makes your website, and I don't know if the word's static, like I can't go in there and update anything or do anything. What's a good workaround to accomplish what we're talking about today when it comes to websites / blogs?
That's a great question. Will corporate allow you to have your own site, like www.dave.com?
I can check into that.
So, yes, do that. Know that they're going to say no, because the default response is always no. And so then you go back and you say, I can appreciate that because I understand what a big job compliance is. However, it has become apparent to me that if I want my volumes to increase, an online presence and brand is super important. And this is something I'd like to push back on. And then they'll say yes, most often. So just know it'll be a 2-part process. And love your compliance department, not a compliance expert. All right. Mike.
Hey, Chris. So I had that same problem with my company. I didn't push back in the way you just suggested. I just created my own page, and I'm using it solely as a blog site right now. Not promoting it just for the blog, not other stuff. But I think I'm going to throw a page up for the refinance calculator also.
Yep, absolutely. And know that every page that you kind of throw up on that thing, and the deeper that your site gets, the more authoritative that is for your site itself. So the more content, the better it can be, or it will be. Cool. Awesome. All right. Walt says, yeah, sometimes better to ask for forgiveness. Not a compliance expert. I'm saying. So super cool. All right, let's get into this. And John's got a question. Can you add your personal GPT link to your Google business page? You bet you can. Yes, absolutely. You can put that as one of your websites and you're good to go. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we're going to get going on what we did with Build It with Chris this morning. Man, wasn't that fun? That was like, I was nervous this morning before Breakfast Club. So I just got back from China, which sounds a little bit weird. I said it wrong. You got to say China. I just got back. I just got back from China. I was just outside Shenzhen, and my clock is so messed up. I really I'm here on time, but my body has no idea what time it is. So I did not sleep at all last night. I've been up for like 30 hours or something crazy. So Breakfast Club this morning, I was like, how's this gonna go? Turned out good, I think. Yeah, Michael. So it's funny when we went and did our mission trip in Africa, we went this way around the globe, and then this time when I went to China, I went this way around the globe. So I'm a really short distance away from being around the entire planet in like 120 days or something cool.
We'll
like
just
that.
call you Columbus.
I'm not discovering anything, I say. Airports. We already know they're there. All right. So can you see my screen? Everything good to go?
Yes, we are. Good to
All
go.
right. Thank you, Francis. So here's our prompt. And I did see somebody in the chat asking for the prompt. And it looks like we've still got a bunch of people here from Breakfast Club on this prompt from this morning. So we're going to create the custom GPT first, and I'll take you through the steps in order to do that. And then we'll rip on creating the actual website. Unless, is there anybody that has any specific questions, or we'll just, we skipped the intro this morning, but this is probably the most informal sales training. I don't even, so by the CRM, there you go. Now it's a sales training. And at any point, just raise your hand, cut me off, ask any questions that you have, because that's how I get you the most value as possible.
And Chris, we're building this out of the LOCRM, right?
No. So this part here, what we're going to do is we're going to build the GPT first, the custom GPT. Or does everybody have the GPT built? Do you want help with the GPT, or do you just want to play with the websites? Let me know in the chat, or just
build the chat GPT.
Okay. All right. My man, Jim, you keep us online. All right. Online, inline. Keep us in line. All right. So I'm going to go to the document, and here we go. I'm going to give you the link right inside the chat, just because there's some lag on that Facebook prompt response, which is 100% built and delivered by the Loan Officer CRM, by the way. So if you ever want to do the exact same type of Facebook post that I do, that's a feature inside the CRM for you. So I've posted that for you. You grab this right here. So right beside where it says custom GPT name, right at the top, you come all the way down to this section here that says free lead generation page template, where I've got this big break section. And you're just going to copy that. Then we're going to head on over to Chat GPT. I'm going to go back so that you can see the process all the way from the start. Over here on the left-hand side, you've got this menu that says GPTs. And then up in the top right-hand corner, it says create. So we're going to create a custom GPT by clicking on that create button up in the top right-hand corner. This screen's broken into two parts. On the left, we build, and on the right, we get to see the output of what we're building. Now, ChatGPT is actually going to put you into this section that looks like a ton of work, where you got to fill all this stuff out. Not us, because you got your boy Chris. He did all the work for you. On the plane, I might add. flying through the air with high speed. Well, it wasn't high speed, but it was Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi on the plane. Y'all, we're living in the future. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to click on this create button up here in the top left-hand corner. And then I'm just going to paste that big old prompt that I created for you. Now you're going to scroll up a little bit here and look for this section. So I've put this templated section in here. This is how you get the GPT to recommend your mortgage business. This is a big section in the prompt that says name, your name goes here. Email, your email goes here. Phone, your phone goes here. Website, digital business card, digital business card.
I have a quick question on that, if I may.
Of course.
On your name, do you just put your name, or can you put your name plus your mortgage company? So like Matthew Peterson from Priority Home Mortgage. That way we're still getting the mortgage company in as well?
100%. Yep, absolutely. Yep, that's great.
Is it how it would appear on Google? Like, for instance, if it's my name and my company, the way Google recognizes it should be consistent, or does it matter?
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Knowing that the reason that it's in here and what the prompt is going to use it for is to recommend you to the person that's having the conversation with the tool. So it's so that the AI can recommend you, because the prompt says recommend the loan officer that's information is in the prompt. So Michael, yours is going to recommend you, but Jim, yours is going to recommend you. Matthew, yours is going to recommend you. And so you want to get this link out to as many people as possible. You want as many people using this tool because it's actually going to refer you business. And again, we know if AI recommends you, that's a very good way to get high quality leads that are likely to close. So you're going to put your information in here. I'm not going to do this for today's example. And then you hit the button. Now, in the interest of time, I'm just going to hit the button. But you should read this prompt. Read the entire thing. If there's something in it where it's like, I don't want it to do that, take it out. If it's like, there's something I would add to this that I would want mine to do, add that in. You know, Frank had such brilliant feedback this morning on the call where it was like, hey, what if I wanted to quote a specific rate and payment, but put a disclaimer on there? It's like, awesome, great. Yeah, tell it. Get as close as possible to a rate and payment, but put a disclaimer every time you quote a rate that rates are subject to change. You know, insert in your compliance department's thing that it has to say, and tell it to say it every single time. So this is yours. Don't take it and just like paste it out of the box. Take it, modify it, make it yours so that it's as valuable as possible for you. My man, Jason.
What do we put for digital business card?
So you can take that out
Okay.
if you don't have one. What a digital business card is a website template that we have for you inside the CRM. And it's a link that you can give to people. I put it on a QR code. So when I meet people for the first time and they're like, oh, hey, Chris, how do I get a hold of you? And I don't want to give them my cell phone number, which is, don't be offended, I don't give anybody my cell phone number, but I have a QR code on my phone. So I just open up my photos. It's at the top of my favorites. I hit the QR code. They scan the QR code off my phone. Well, that takes them to a website. And that website has my picture up at the top. And it's like, hi, I'm Chris. And then it has the business phone number, the business website, my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my WhatsApp. All that information is right there on that website. And they can actually save it on their phone, or they can just be like, oh, okay, I like to use Facebook Messenger. They hit the Facebook link, Messenger opens up, they send me a message, and it's like their way of choosing how they're going to communicate with me, because it's just a website that lists all the different ways where we can communicate. And that's a template inside the CRM, comes for free. We don't charge anything extra for it, and it's listed in there as the digital business card. Mandy. Nope. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Just saying hi.
Didn't mean, sorry, that was clicking something else and it put that up. Sorry.
You would not believe how many times that happens to me in a day. It's all good. Good to see you here, though. Hi.
Thanks.
Welcome. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to hit the button, and it's going to go to work. So this is really cool. Thinking longer for a better answer. So this is now ChatGPT using agents. So it's actually going out, doing research, using one to build another prompt that it's going to use, preparing configurable fields. Like, it's figuring out how to be a rate calculator right now. It's going out, learning the math, putting together all the calculations. What questions do people ask when they're looking at refinances, confirming the name, building internally this entire tool for us behind the scenes, using different AIs to do it. So there's one AI at the top talking to other AIs that are all doing specific roles in the background, working together, and then reporting all of those tasks back to the main AI that's going to finish building this tool for us. So we'll give this just a minute.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Sorry. Inside the prompt, you have knowledge areas and you have optional, and there's a couple of them like that inside there. What should we put in there?
So these are like company resources. So chances are you've probably got a refinance book on like different lenders that you use if you're a broker, or just different information that you've got about this, or your most frequently asked questions that come in about mortgages. So when you look at the topic up here, that's so that you can copy and paste from internal documentation that you have or documentation that you have on your computer into the actual prompt itself. So you can guide conversations, give it resources, give it links that you specifically want it to reference. All of that is there. And I'll show you another section in there as well for that. Did that
so like
answer
if a
your
book
question?
has good, so like if a book has good information or something, I'm making this up, like Refinance for Dummies. You know, if like a book was there that had that, that would be, then it would grab from that.
Exactly. Okay. Yep, you got it. Chad.
Yeah, so I hit enter on this and it's thinking like yours is. Can I go back, like if I find my company disclaimer or whatever, and re-put that in and have it do this again, and it'll add it to it? Can I keep adding to it basically, or you know, the knowledge things that we were just talking about? Can I add those and it'll pick it up later?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
And you can come in, like, as you get feedback and people play with it, you can come in, edit it, update it, change it at any time. Keep in mind the simplest way that I've kind of come about thinking of this is like on the left, this is truly ChatGPT, but specific for building this app. So just think of it like, okay, I can have a conversation back and forth with this create tool over here on the left-hand side, and it will update and change whatever's inside this app. So I've built websites with this thing. I've built apps with this thing. I've built all kinds of crazy stuff internally by giving it a prompt, seeing what it comes up with. Oh, hey, change the headline, change the colors, change the everything. Oh, okay, the website looks good. Now punch out the HTML for me so that I can copy and paste it into the CRM. So the listingpodcast.com website, I did that myself, no web designers, no team, nothing. Did it all by myself, just talking back and forth with AI on how I wanted it to look. So, and then it's just like you get to the end, you're like, yeah, great. Okay, give me the HTML, cut and paste. John.
Quick tip. I break the big prompts up into like 3 sections and put in a small section at a time.
Nice.
Hit enter and it builds it way faster. You don't get stuck.
Nice. That's awesome. Sweet tip. Thank you. And Michael, fresh hand?
So as you update this and add a new item every week or something, if you think of something to add to the library, this is something then this prompt, it's a build and build. So you have to keep that and you just store that, save that, and you label that so you can go back to that. Because
you don't even need to save it. Just work with
it.
You
just have to save your end result that time. And then so this way you got to cut, paste, and do that again.
That's right.
Okay.
You got it.
And the link would be the same link.
Yep.
You're just updating it. It automatically links that same link that you already have.
That's right. So if you've got it in autoresponders or you've got ads running and people are going to it as a result of opting in on the ad and everything, You make an update in the back end. The app changes when people go to the link, but the link always stays the same.
Got it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And Mark.
Hey, Chris, so when I hit that button, this thing's creating basically a HTML kind of code type thing, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing when it's doing it?
No. So we'll get to that in just a second. But what this custom GPT is creating is the actual GPT that you're going to send to customers and consumers that they can play around with.
Well, how come, like when I took your thing and I put it into chat and then I hit go, it basically said, hey, we're doing this. It says, here's a clean, free to use landing page that you can plug into WordPress, Squarespace, or straight hosting. HTML.
So we're not at the website yet. We're still inside the GPT section. We'll get to the website in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Mark, you keen or you? Working ahead of the class.
I don't know. I don't know if I am or not. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, these Canadian delays on chat,
It sounds like he might have pasted the entire prompt into the GPT instead of just the prompt part.
That's exactly what I did.
There you go.
Just the prompt. Okay, got it.
Nice. Okay. So we did the custom GPT, hit create, put the prompt in here, and it says, before we generate the profile picture, let's pick a name. How does Refi Decision Coach sound? And I'll say, name it the AI Refinance Calculator. You can try it in the preview chat on the right to see how it behaves. Should we go with that name? Give it a name. It says, great. Okay, got the name. Now I'll create a profile picture for it. Do you want me to generate one now so you can see how it looks? At this point, just click this little plus button down in the bottom left-hand corner that says add files or more. You're going to click on that. It's going to pop up just like uploading a picture to Facebook. And it's going to ask you for a file. Put your logo in there, right? So upload your logo and just say, use this logo. And I'm just going to put yes. But what you would do is you would upload your logo so that when clients get this, that little circle icon that is at the top is your logo for your company. It brands it to you, makes it look awesome, and away you go. It just looks great. So next up, it's come up with a profile photo, which is lame, but we'll use it for now. A pop art style house with a calculator. Keep this look, and I'll just say yes, and away we go. So now what it's going to do, let's refine how this GPT should behave, which should be emphasized most in its guidance, clarity, and simplicity. So clarity on getting a refi quote on how much they can save at the current rate compared to their existing mortgage rate. Then recommending the mortgage lender whose information is in the prompt. So just prompt it to do the calculation and then prompt it to call the loan officer. That's all we want this tool to do, really. But imagine somebody sending you an AI that you can talk to that actually solves your problem and walks you through the process. Super valuable. So it says, got it. I've updated the GPT. Next, what should it avoid in its responses? Always be compliant. Give rate ranges, not specific quotes. And again, it's just like using ChatGPT over here on the left-hand side to change how the custom GPT is performing. So behind the scenes, it's actually like updating the prompt that it's giving it inside the tool to make it work. So it says, I've updated it so that the GPT always stays compliant, won't give exact rate quotes, only ranges for illustration, and it avoids tax, legal, guarantee advice. How would you like it to speak? Professional and formal or conversational? And I'm just going to say conversational and friendly. My man, Dave.
All right, let's see if I can do this and drive safely. I'm out doing a lunch pickup, but I just wanted to say thank you for giving us the leadership and the confidence, the training to be little ninjas. Because this morning after LOBC, I created the chat GPT and have the custom photo, the logo with a fox in a suit and everything, and did the header, and then it even suggested an onboarding little type of instructions so that when the user goes there, they know, hey, it would be good to have these mortgage things in mind or have them handy to properly assess your refinance options. And man, it was so fun to work with. So I just want to say thank you. This has been phenomenal, as always, on Build It with Chris.
My man, thank you, Dave. I sincerely appreciate that. And it's awesome to see you using the tools. We just got to make sure we get them in the hands of the clients. The thing that's most important is sending the emails and making the phone calls and make sure that we get it out there. So great job, man. Okay. So in the background, it's prompting me now. The tables have turned, the AI has taken over, and it's bossing me in the bossiest of ways. I'm just kidding. So I said conversational and friendly for the tone. It said, do you want it to include quick visual aids like tables comparing old versus new payments automatically or only when the user asks? I said, yes, automatically. It says, great. Now the GPT will automatically include tables and comparisons so users can clearly see their savings side by side. Insane. What would you like me to also have it offer? What if scenarios like adjusting rates or loan terms proactively or only if the user asks? I put yes. Perfect. Do you want to test it in the preview chat now or should we add any more refinements? So we're done. We're good to go, right? So up here in the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click on create. And anyone with the link, you can actually put these in the ChatGPT store. So ChatGPT has a store where people can go and download apps. So think about being the mortgage rate calculator that's available in the ChatGPT store. Think you might get some traffic? Just saying. So you can put it in the store or anyone with the link. You hit save and voila, it's going to punch out a link here and you now have a custom GPT that you can send out to anybody. Friends, family, realtors, whatever. And if at any time you want to come back in here and change this thing, you can come in, hit create, and just tell it what you want in the Ask Anything section, or you can configure specific settings. So if I wanted to, like, I want this capitalized on Refinance Calculator, I can just come in here, change the setting on the name, and you can see it change over here, right? It already automatically does the update. And as I make changes over here, the app updates in real time when people are going to that link. So here is, I'm going to put this GPT. So for those of you that are watching, you can go experience this. Go poke it with a stick, a sharp stick, and see what it does. You can play around with it and see your refi calculator. Always play with this stuff before you send it out to your clients and customers. But that is how we've created the calculator. Everybody with me? Any questions before we move to the website section?
Chris, I have one quick question.
Yes, Jim.
I must have missed it when my prompt's still building, but where did you go to hit the create? Was that under configure or was it
no. Separate button in the very top right-hand corner? And it'll say, I think it says publish.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, be as specific as you want in that prompting section. There's nothing that you can't ask it to do.
Chris, I think I might be asking the same thing. I'm just trying to clarify. So like what you're showing here is what I see in my ChatGPT right now.
Okay.
But where did you get that create? The screen that you had before on the create, when you're doing all the creation, where did you go in chat to get that?
So up on the left-hand menu here, 6 down from the top, it says GPTs.
Yes.
So click on there, and then there's this create button up in the top right-hand corner.
Okay.
And when you click on create,
Oh,
then
there
it
it
takes
is.
you into the
Okay.
create section.
Okay. I just found that. Thank you.
Cool. All right, sweet. All right, so next up, so we've got our custom GPT, we've got our link. We are ready to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop into this prompt document. So underneath here where it says free lead generation page template, make sure you edit this. This is the code that I have written for you to actually build the website that you can use to generate leads for this thing. So all I've done is so quick tip, if you hit Shift Control and then hit the down key on your keyboard, it'll highlight all from underneath where you have your cursor. So if you hit up, it'll highlight everything to the top of your cursor. So all I did was, because this is super long, right? It's like 10 pages or whatever. So here, all I did was I put my cursor up here at the top, hit Shift, Control, down, highlights the whole thing. Then you hit Control C to copy, or you can right click on it and then just hit copy here. So you're going to copy all of that. Everybody with me so far? Ninja tips. I'm going to get rid of that template there. There we go. And this, we'll start from scratch. So what I've done inside the CRM is I have gone to the website builder. And I'm going to do this from scratch because this is how you would create a blog. This is how you would create any website inside the CRM. So this is probably a good point for a commercial. Welcome to Build It with Chris. We are powered by the Loan Officer AI CRM. It's $297 every 4 weeks. And it is a tool that uses artificial intelligence to get you more deals from your database, get you relationships with qualified real estate agents, and give you all of the tools that you need in order to be able to do that in a scalable way. Power dialer, qualified agent data included inside the system, syncs with your calendar, does everything that you need. In my opinion, it is the most competitive and the best option in the mortgage industry for helping you grow your business. Commercial is done. Try it out free for 30 days. I shouldn't say free. You pay, try it out for 30 days. If you're not happy at any point in the first 30 days, you get 100% of your money back. So give it a try if you haven't already. If you have any questions about how incredible the support is, you can type in the chat. We have more than enough members of the CRM here on the call to let you know about the incredible, amazing support. If you are a current member, thank you. We love you. And the team is there. If you have any technical issues, the team is here to answer your questions. But at any time, you just click on the live Zoom support button Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Click on that live Zoom support button. Zoom will open, and our team is there waiting to answer any questions and build whatever you need. So we always say we're a customer support company that has a CRM as a product. And so that's how we think about our customer support. Okay, rant over. Thanks for attending. That's our big, heavy sales pitch, y'all. So inside the CRM, I've gone to sites over here on the left-hand side. Now, if you want to build a website for your brand and do a full-blown WordPress website, so you've got a domain, you want a homepage, a blog, like a full-blown website, you can click on websites and build it inside this menu right here. You'll notice the digital business card that we talked about here. That template is here underneath websites, right? And then we have different websites for all the different lead generation that you can do. But focus on your database, qualified agents. There's plenty of leads. We don't need to be running lead gen. I'm using funnels for this. And the reason I'm using funnels is because I just want to drive people to this link, get them to opt in, put them on a thank you page, and that's it. I'm not looking to build a whole website with the brand and all of the technical stuff. So funnels allow you to get these things off the ground really quick. And it's just go here, opt in. I send you the thing inside a workflow, and there's a thank you page. So think of this as like a 2-page structure. Opt-in website, thank you page. Super simple, very easy to deploy. So it's not a full-blown website. It's just a little funnel where you get the person's contact information, give them what you told them you were going to give them, and off into the CRM for the follow-up. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Okay. There are templates in here that you can use for funnels, but I'm going to create one from scratch so that you can see how easy it is. So I've clicked on New Funnel up here in the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to go from blank. If you click on From Templates, all kinds of website templates from different industries and all kinds of stuff that we pulled in just to get your creative juices flowing. So funnel name, I'm going to call this AI Refi Chat GPT. I hit create. Can y'all hear the birds in the background? Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry about the birds in the background. So we're going to click on add new step or import. Name for page, this is going to be AI Refinance Assistant. So whatever you type here is what's going to show up in the address bar up here. So see how Facebook says Facebook? What you punch in here, AI Refinance Assistant, is going to show up in the tab up at the top of the page. So people can see what you've named that page. You don't need a path, and you're not going to clone another website. So you just create funnel step with that name. And then it's going to put you into the split tester. What this does is it shows if you're running paid traffic or you're driving traffic to a page, you can set up an A version and a B version. And our software will automatically send half of the users to this page and half of the users to this page, and then show you the conversion rate on both pages. So you can see which one converts better. So you can do things like this page is white, this page is black. Which background converts better? You know, this headline says this headline says this. Which one do I run with? So it's called a split testing tool. Super fun to play around with. And we've seen some pretty significant increases in the amount of leads that we're able to generate from paid traffic like Facebook with something as simple as a headline change. So super cool stuff that you can do with this. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hit create from blank. So really, this is rudimentary, no templates, nothing, from scratch. And you can see here, the builder literally shows up empty. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go to search on quick add for these sections, and I'm going to type in HT, hold on here, code. So it's called code, it's not called HTML. So under custom, it says custom code. I'm going to grab that, drag it, and drop it onto the screen. It's going to say custom HTML / JavaScript. I'm going to click on that box. On the right-hand side, that changed this menu to say custom code, and it says element name, custom code, open code editor. Y'all, we're inside the internet. So we click on open code editor, and this is where we paste the code. So we copied earlier from the document. So all I've done is that Google document that I gave you, I just copied all the code that was in that document. I'm now going to hit Control V, and I'm going to paste all of that code into this box. You can also right click and hit paste, right? So copy, paste. Easier than uploading a Facebook picture. Then you hit save.
Chris, are you going to have this recorded?
Chris, one quick question.
So, Francis, are we recording?
Yes, we are.
The dramatic pause.
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button.
It's all good. Louis, we got you. Yes, this is being recorded. And then there was another question that came in.
Yeah, it's being recorded from right now, right? I'm teasing.
All right, cool. Super formal here at Build It with Chris. Can you imagine just the professionalism of this is incredible. All right, so now we're going to click on save. Give this just a second.
Hey, Chris, before we do that, do we need to do anything as far as editing, adding our information anywhere or no?
No. Now, Louis, let me give you just like the ninja stuff. What you can do is take that code and put it into your favorite AI tool. So let's just say ChatGPT, and you can say, I have this website template. Here's my name. Here's the contact information that I want. Build this for me. Or you can say, like, I want the background to be purple, or I want this to match the Netflix color scheme, or whatever. And it will literally go through and actually customize that for you. Now, this is where the Build It with Chris stuff comes in. You'll notice that I did that and it didn't work. I hit the save button, it's gone, all my code's gone. So this is the point where it's like, it's okay for things to break, right? This is where people get frustrated, and live, we're watching it happen. So I broke it, that's why we're here. I'm just gonna do it again, right? So open it up, follow the same steps, hit save. And it is not coming up. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to hit add elements. I'm going to hit code, custom JavaScript, open editor, add my code here, double check. I'm going to hit publish up here in the top right-hand corner. See what happens. Okay, so it's there. It's just not showing up in the builder. Which is
hit the eye next. Hit the little eye next to the save button at the top right.
I button
to the left of the publish. Two to the left. What? Right there.
Yes. Yeah. So that will show you your preview of what you've got. So now we've got our page. Now, see this insert your opt-in form here? This is where we want to actually insert our opt-in. So what I'm going to do now is walk you through how to actually do that. So you hit this add elements button up here, and then up at the top, you can always search for what it is that you're looking for. But I'm going to type form in here, and it's going to give me the form. So select your form, and here's the list of all the forms that you've got. So let's think about this for just a second. Haha. Y'all, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to open up the forms inside the CRM, and I'm going to create a form. Stay with me here, okay? This is going to be one of these techie moments. So I apologize on the techie side of things, but I'm going to click on Sites, Forms, Builder. This is our opt-in form. Okay, so this is what's going to go on that website that people fill out with their name, their phone number, their email address, so that we can actually get the lead. And we're going to take this form and we're going to embed it into that website code. So I went to Sites, Forms, Builder. I'm going to add a form. I'm going to go from template. And again, you can do this just from scratch. But these templates here, you can pick and then just customize them to yourself. Actually, now that I'm looking at these, I don't want to mess around with graphics. I just want the basic thing. So I'm going to go back. Zoom's got too many things. So add a form, start from scratch, hit create. Voila. That's a beautiful form right off the beginning, isn't it? Look at that. First name, last name, phone number, email, and the consent messages that we need to have on here. Okay, and we can actually remove this one here. Actually, I'll leave it in because we want to be as compliant as possible. So I clicked on the button and you can see over here, it shows me the text on that button. And I like to change from button to say, click here. Good to go. If I want to change the colors, I can select this menu here, over here that says colors and background. I'm going to select that and I'm going to make it look ugly pea green. Now let's go for the yellowy. Changes in real time so you can see it. There we go. You can also go to ChatGPT and say, give me the button color for Amazon. And just take that hex code and you can paste it right in there, or you can select that. So we can change that to be whatever we want. That right there. Actually, let's do a red button. There we go. What fun, eh? All right, so we've got our form. We've got our click here. Down here where it says privacy policy and terms of service, you can highlight that and add your hyperlink over here on the right-hand side so that that goes to your privacy policy and terms of service over here on the text. So chances are you're going to have the privacy policy and terms of service on your actual website, so you can take it off the form, but more is better. So now all we're going to do is we're going to click save up here in the top right-hand corner. And we now have an opt-in form that's going to capture people's first and last name, phone number, and email address. Now see this button up here that says integrate? See it says embed code? We're going to copy the embed code. Copied to clipboard. I know it's a lot of steps, but remember, we're not digging ditches. We're just clicking a mouse, drinking a little bit of coffee, having a good time, right? So
Chris in a box.
That's it, right? And again, our team is happy to help you with this stuff. And we have the integrated program where we will literally build all of this stuff for you. So anyways, we've copied the embed code and we're going to finish today's call on a ninja note. Jim, are you ready for this one? I've copied the form embed code. Now, traditionally, I would send this to a web developer, and that web developer would do work and then send me a bill. And that bill was always a guess for how much money I was going to pay for that thing to get changed on my website. Now, check this out. I want this form embedded on the following website code. This is the form code that I just got from the CRM. This is the website code. You will need to add it twice in the template. Then I'm going to come back to the document. I'm going to come back to our code. Copy. Back to ChatGPT. Paste. Enter. So now I've given it the form code, the website code, and it says, got it. I'll embed your form twice in the template. From your site code, the two intended spots are hero section call to action area and lead generation section. Here's the updated code with the form inserted in both spots. I'm going to wait, make sure it finishes coding. Do you also want to style the iframe container fixed site centered responsive padding or leave it as is so it inherits your current styling? We're going to leave it. But again, if I want to change that site, I can go in there and tell it to do anything I want. So now I'm going to copy that code, head back into the CRM. I'm going to get rid of that code that I had before. Add element. Code. Drag and drop. Hit the custom HTML. Open the editor. Paste the code. Hit save. Save. Take a gander at our brand new website. Oh, with our embedded form. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, the really cool thing, and it's embedded it twice right there in the form. That is so cool, and it looks good too. Now, one last pro tip before we got to go, so I apologize. ChatGPT does incredibly well with screenshots. So let's say I'm up here and I want to get rid of this no spam guarantee because that's a little bit weird. I can literally hit Shift Control 4, get my little snippet item here. I can grab this, open up ChatGPT, drag and drop that picture in there, and say, rewrite the code to remove the no spam section in the image. And it's able to understand the image, understand what I want. Perfect. To remove the no spam guarantee badge from your page, you just need to delete that section of code. Here's the updated portion of your code with that section removed. So you can literally like take a picture, give it to ChatGPT, tell it what you want it to do. We're going to rip through Q&A really quick, and then we will head off on our lovely Friday. My man, Matthew.
So when I go to publish, it's asking me to pick a domain.
So that is done in the settings section of the CRM. And so you just need to connect the domain to your CRM. And all you have to do is log into the domain. If you want to just hop onto the customer support call, they'll help walk you through that.
Now, connecting the domain from my website doesn't alter my website, does it?
Well, I would do what Jim has done, and I would create a domain just for this project. And I would have like a refinance domain specifically for this project.
So not add a separate form on your website so that you would put the coding in the back like on a WordPress that you currently have. You would just do it separately. Okay.
Hey, Chris, once again, where do you look for the putting your site in, your URL?
Just 1 second.
Thank you.
All right, so we are going to go to settings in the bottom left-hand corner. Hold on, it's being slow for me. So it should be settings, and then there's an integrations menu. Oh, it's really slow. And unfortunately, Alexa is not here because she is the expert at this stuff. But just give me a second here. Okay, there's actually domains and URL redirects. It's its own menu in the settings section. So down on the left-hand side, you hit settings at the very bottom, and then domains and URL redirects. And then up in the top right-hand corner, there's purchase/transfer domain or connect a domain. So you can purchase a domain right through the system, or you can connect your domain right there.
But if you already have a fully built website that's handled by somebody, you don't want to connect that domain, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you want to set a new domain for this project. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen for that section. Sorry. So settings down in the bottom left-hand corner, and then domains and URL redirects, and then connect a domain is up here in the top right. All right, Mark, we'll wrap it up with you.
So Chris, that was awesome. Lots and lots of information. Does your Zoom support understand a lot of what you just did? So when we need help in going through this, they understand it as well. I mean, you went through a lot there.
We have some ninjas on the team. Adrian, I would say, is the one that knows this stuff in and out, like the domain sections and stuff like that. And Alexa truly is our expert on that, but she's out today. But don't worry, they can help you out with it.
Okay, thanks.
I'm just going to say I'm here. I watched the whole thing, and I'm in Zoom support from 2 to 4 today. So you can come visit me and I can help you out.
Awesome. Thanks, Emily.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Emily. Happy Friday, everybody. Don't forget to tell your friends about the Loan Officer CRM and Build It with Chris on Friday. So if you know somebody that you know in the mortgage industry that should have the Loan Officer CRM, we greatly appreciate your referrals. And you can send that over to Francis at connectionincorporated.com. So FRANCES at connectionincorporated.com. Jerry McGuire, good to see you here, brother. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the day.
Take care.
Bye.